Welcome to the Hemlock State Explorer. Today we are in Berks County in State Game Lands 110 at the base of the Blue Mountains near Charlottesville. Today we're going to be exploring a loop trail combined from the Sand Springs Trail and the Lowe Trail. Looks like some beautiful hemlock forest with mountain laurel. We just crossed a little bit of a stream. There's more stream to our left, and we'll be encountering more as we head uphill, ascending the southern slope of the Blue Mountains. And I'm excited for this one because there are actual sand springs at the top of the trail. If you don't know what a sand spring is or have never seen one, you're in for a treat. There's something I particularly enjoy. They look like, I guess the best way I can describe them is underwater sand volcanoes. So come join with us today. After following the stream for a little while, we're now crossing it. There's a dry crossing, hopping from rock to rock and log to log. Just take that in for a minute. Now we're going to start heading uphill on the other side of the stream. We'll take a look over here at the stream before turning right. Looks like maybe even a little waterfall up ahead. Let's go check that out first. So I don't think it quite attains to waterfall, but it sure is nice nonetheless. There is a small trail that leads here, but it's blocked by some downed trees, so we walk along the stream a little bit. There's ample rocks and logs to make dry crossings and walk up and through the stream. Here's what it looks like on the other side and down the stream. Let me get a better view here. Alright, let's continue on our journey. Okay, so we're back at the curve in the trail. We took a little side excursion to see that cascade. Now we're back headed uphill on the blue blazed trail. It's significantly less rocky for this portion anyway. As we ascended the southern slope of Blue Mountain, the woods opened up and the trail was mostly flat. Although it was uphill, the terrain was flat. And there were spots of thicker woods like hemlocks. But after about a mile and a half in, a little less than a mile and a half, the trail dipped down into this beautiful gorge here, where we see to the left and to the right cascades as the stream descends. Here's a fun part, some boulder hopping through the stream. I thought you might enjoy seeing this picturesque area down in the ravine. Look at those cascades up ahead. And the canopy up above. Let's just take this in for a moment. trail crosses the stream. We've crossed this stream, the North Kill stream, several times now. We're up out of the ravine now, and that was a treat. As we left the ravine, the trail became very rocky, as you can see. But here we see the sign. This is what we came for. Sand Springs, 5 yards. Okay, I see the water up ahead. There's a spring back there, and I can see the white sand. There are multiple logs going across, and that's where the sand springs are. All right, if you have good balance, you can take a walk out on these logs. Let's see if I can do this without falling in. And here they are. We're at a campsite now, and the convergence of several trails, the Sand Spring Trail that we were on, the Lowe Trail, which we're going to, and the Appalachian Trail. As you can see here, after some significant rocks and beautiful hemlock and mountain laurel sections, along with some hardwoods, we've come to the convergence of the trails. The woods have opened up significantly, and here's the spring that was feeding at least part of the stream we were following. So we'll adventure on the Appalachian Trail another day, but for now, let's take this orange blazed Lowe Trail up along the ridge of the Blue Mountain for a little while, and then we'll descend via another stream, and we may even see a waterfall. We've been descending the Blue Mountain, and right here we come to a turnoff, and you can hear the waterfall down below. I'll mark the coordinates in the blog post. So it looks like some steps have been constructed to easily get to the waterfall. There's even a bench down there. A nice pool at the bottom. Looks like it would be good for a dip on a hot day. Here's a bit of a different angle. The trail splits at a spot that I'll mark on the map in the blog post, but it doesn't matter really if you take the left or the right because they both converge at this stream crossing. If you don't make it to this stream crossing, it means you've taken the wrong way, but I'll mark the stream crossing coordinates on the map as well. The terrain here changes significantly from going down the mountain. Going down the mountain, it was pretty rocky in most places. There were wet sections that turned into rivulets, so we had to be careful of the wet spots on the trail. The trail here is actually a mix of packed earth and some soft sedimentary rock. We're going up away from the stream. Looks like crossing over the side of a hill. Looks like there's certainly been some excavation to our left. So we've seen some variety on this trail. It started out as a stream, very rocky, with a bit denser forest down in a ravine. And then the forest opened up some, the trail became a bit less rocky, part way up the mountain. And then when the trail went down into the ravine, it was very rocky, and that was one of my favorite parts, where the trail was really traveling through the stream. And then we made our way to the sand springs. I actually just want to note something right here. Looks like a old grade overgrown by some brambles. So that was an old road at some point, maybe for quarrying, not sure, logging perhaps. But anyway, the trail proceeded up to the sand springs, and after that was very rocky, but then opened up at the top of the Blue Mountain, or near the top, where the Sand Springs Trail continued on to meet up with the Appalachian Trail. But we didn't take that way. We went left to the orange blazed Lowe Trail. Then we headed down the mountain. There's a bit of a rocky road at the top. Headed down the mountain, a very steep, rocky descent, and then pretty wet as we followed the stream down to the waterfall. So if you hike this, make sure you take appropriate footwear, both for the wetness and most especially for the famous boot-devouring Appalachian Trail rocks. So it looks like the easy road-like trail continues down the mountain, but the blazes are telling us to turn left back up the hill. So that's what we'll do. After our last stream crossing, we've been skirting the base of the mountain. There's a cardinal, actually. I don't know if you can see it. 2 cardinals. Anyway, we've been skirting the base of the mountain, and now you can hear water in the distance. We've rejoined, paralleling the North Kill Creek. Looks like it's starting to get rocky again. The trail was actually pretty smooth for a while. You can see the road in the distance. North Kill Creek is growing louder. seeing a greater density of mountain laurel. Maybe we'll get some good views of the creek before our trip is over. Here's yet another crossing of the North Kill Creek. Looks like part of the trail is flooded. So we see part of the North Kill Creek to our left that we just crossed, an overflow right here, and the actual creek itself is to our right. Makes for some tricky but fun navigating. Alright, here we are in the North Kill Creek proper. I love the sound of that trickling water. Lots of downed trees in this area in particular. There are actually lots of downed trees in the ravine, especially on the way down. Let's see if we can go down and get a nice view of this. So here we are back near the road. You can actually see houses on the other side. And we need to cross the North Kill at least one more time. You can see from these stones here there must have been a bridge of sorts, but nothing now. So we'll have to improvise a dry crossing if we can. I see small, or rather thin log up ahead. Let's see if that'll do the trick. If not, I'm sure there's more than enough rocks to rock hop, and if we have to get our feet wet, so be it. No problem at all, actually. That was easy. Alright, you can see the orange blaze up ahead. There's where we just crossed. There's the North Kill tumbling over the rocks and curving around that bank. Very rocky on the hillside. Looks like we're almost back to the parking lot. The road is just to our right. So we're between North Kill Creek and the road. Actually, the road's right here. I was wondering if we would have to cross one more time, but it looks like we don't. We are back where we started at the North Kill Creek. The parking lot is just to our right. I hope you had as good of a time as I did. I think my favorite part, of course, was the sand spring. A close second would be that ravine on our way up. I really enjoyed going down in that with the water on either side of the trail, the cascades. The waterfall was nice too. This was just a nice all-around loop. Got rocky at spots, wet at spots, but that was just part of the fun. So I hope you can make it out here sometime to the Sand Springs Trail and Lowe Trail Loop. If you like Sand Springs, there are several other in the area, so stay tuned for those. I hope you can join us. They're a very interesting, unusual thing to see. Beautiful. So please like and subscribe and check out the full post, the full adventure at hemlockstateexplorer.com. Until next time.